Hi there, I'm Amy Wegman with Chris Shaw, and here's a look at one of the biggest stories making headlines today.
Yeah, from Northport to Utah to Wyoming, over the next few minutes, we'll take you to all of those places as investigators try to track down what happened to Gabby Petito.
Yeah, Gabby Petito has officially been reported missing for 6 days now. Her family, though, says they haven't been able to communicate with her since August 25th. Petito's family is making a plea with investigators to do whatever it takes to get their 22-year-old back home.
This girl right here, this is what matters. That is it. Whatever you can do to make sure my daughter comes home, I'm asking for that help. There is nothing else that matters to me now.
All right, so as Chris said, crews are across the country right now searching for her. One of those places is in Moab, Utah. Investigators will be looking for what may have happened in the desert the day that Gabby went missing. Petito and her boyfriend, who's also sometimes called her fiance, Brian Laundrie, were in that area in a van on a road trip. Around the time, that's when Petito dropped all contact with her friends and family. Again, that was around August 25th. Investigators say they did respond to a call about domestic abuse between the couple. And we want to show you some body cam footage that actually shows the couple explaining their sides of the situation to officers. So take a look.
I was just cleaning and straightening up back of the van before, and I was apologizing to him and saying, I'm sorry that I'm so mean, because sometimes I have OCD and sometimes I just get really frustrated.
I was pushing her away because she wanted me, I locked the keys so I could walk away. I said, let's just take a breather.
All right, and police reports say the person who called in the incident said the couple was arguing over a phone. Brian Laundrie has been labeled a person of interest in the case. He has not been communicating with investigators at the advice of his attorney, so some are concerned that that is stalling the investigation.
And Gabby's family has a message specifically for Brian Laundrie's family. They wrote an open letter to them. In it, the family accuses the Laundries of knowing where Gabby is and refusing to help find her. An attorney for the Petitos also revealed the family tried to personally speak to the Laundries last week, but the Laundries never responded.
Yeah, and the Petito family may actually have to wait a while if they want to hear anything, from the Laundrie family in general. Brian Laundrie, as I said, is a person of interest in the case, but without his information and help from himself or the family, the investigation right now, aside from search efforts, is still at a standstill in this missing persons case. That's why the family's lawyer, the Petito family, is begging the Laundries to talk.
The family is devastated. Every day that this goes on, they get more and more desperate. They're at the point that desperation is turning to anger. They know that the Laundries know where their daughter is, and they will not tell them. That's infuriating.
So here's where things stand at this point in the investigation and what investigators are able to confirm. The couple, again, they were traveling the country in a white van. They were supposed to return home together to Northport here in Southwest Florida in Petito's white van. But they say only Brian Laundrie returned. Petito's family says that they have not had any contact with either Brian or Gabby since August 30th. They did receive a text message from Gabby's cell phone in late August. They say, though, they do not believe that she's the one who typed out that text message.
At this point, it looks like any communication from the Laundrie family will not be coming from the family members themselves. The family attorney says he made that decision, that Brian and the rest of his family would not speak to investigators or the media. He says right now, all information will come directly from him.
At this time, none of the Laundrie family is going to issue a statement except through myself.
Okay. Why is that?
Because I've advised them that that's the way it needs to be.
Now let's talk about why he made that decision. It has to do with profiling. He says that being labeled a person of interest has put Brian and his family at a distinct disadvantage. The Laundrie family lawyer explained to reporters that, quote, in my experience, intimate partners are often the first person law enforcement focuses their attention on in cases like this. And the warning that any statement made will be used against you is true, regardless of whether my client had anything to do with Ms. Petito's disappearance. As such, on the advice of counsel, Mr. Laundrie is not speaking on this matter. Northport Police Chief Todd Garrison says his investigators are treating Gabby's disappearance as a missing persons case.
Now, of course, we do expect more details to come in when it comes to this story over the next couple of days, especially as the search efforts for Gabby Petito continue. We will update you not only on air, but online as well. You can go to fox4now.com anytime. And if you know anything that could help with this search, the FBI has opened up a national hotline where people can send information about Gabby Petito's disappearance. Investigators say they have gotten hundreds of tips so far. The phone number to call is 1-800-CALL-FBI. Several agencies across the country are working around the clock to try and find Gabby.
All right, Southwest Florida, let's get a quick check of the forecast as we've been keeping our eye on scattered showers up and down the coast. Right now, North Captiva, Matlacha, seeing some of that rain. Also, Marco Island, you're also starting to see maybe those showers creep a little bit closer to your coast. But the bulk of all of the rain still going to be scattered way out in the Gulf. Eventually, that will make its way inland. Temperatures right now, not too bad. 88 in Immokalee, 84 over in Fort Myers. But as we go through the rest of the day, all of those cloud coverage and also the rain going to keep us nice and cool. Highs today maxing out in the mid to upper 80s.